Good morning. This is chapter 3, section 2. Chapter 3 is mainly about Karma Yoga, and today we'll be discussing about section 2, second part of chapter 3. In chapter 3, there are 5 sections. Section 1 is mainly about importance of Karma Yoga. Chapter 2 is we need to do our karma, and 3, 4, 5 will follow subsequently. So today we'll be talking about why we need to do our karma correctly. So you know that in chapter 3 section 1 it was from 3.1 to 3.8, and we had some good take home messages here. Karma Yoga is for most of us, all of us. There are very few of us who follow Sankhya Yoga, but most of us had to follow Karma Yoga. And in section 1 we have also learned that even in the state of helplessness, when you feel there's nowhere to go, no help coming from anywhere, we still need to keep on doing our regular karma. That is 3.5, and we should practice what you preach. So don't be hypocritical. Hypocrisy will add unhappiness to your life. So that is 3.6. And Nitya Karma is starting point for happiness. We discussed in this section that keeping yourself physically and mentally fit is the starting point for your happiness. So your body also needs karma to be done. So please focus on Nitya Karma. Keep your body fit and fine. That is where you would be. That's the starting point your happiness, and probably you could do loads more other thing if your body and mind is sound. So today we are talking about section 2, which is from 3.9 to 3.16, and this section is mainly about karma. So we start in 3.9. Yagyartha karmano yantra loku yam karma bandhana tadartham karma kaunteya mukta sangha samachara. In short, the what I want you to remember here is karma bandhana. So if you work in a way that if I do a job and I get X amount of money and I will do this, if I do this job, then I may be able to go for a holiday, or if I complete my studies and then this. So if you keep your works or your jobs like a target, that you have to hit this target and then this, so you're bound with the work, that is karma bandhana. So if you are in a bandhan, the binding or a chain of your karma, you will not be happy. So try to be mukta sangha, try to be free from your karma bandhan, not the free from work, or free from attachment to the work. So try to be free from these type of attachment. That will make you happier. So this is an example, like free yourself from the shackles of your karma bandhana and be mukta, and then you can think of, you'll be more happiness there. Sayagya prajasishta puro bacha prajapati anena prasavikta mesa uvostita kamadu. And this one, that few words, one is by nature. When Brahma, the creator, created us, we are created in such a way that we prosper with Niskam Karma Yoga. We prosper with our work. The more Niskam Karma we do, more prosperous we become in terms of finance, in terms of happiness, in terms of the satisfaction of life. So you have to be free from uh, targets and attachment to the work so that you can prosper better. Devan bhava tatena te deva bhavayantuva parasparam bhavayanta shreya parama bhavsita. Uh, and this verse, it says that through your sacrifice in demigods like a rain god or a sun god or a wind god, you would get something in return. So if you, there are loads of demigods in Hindu context. So it's like there is a rain god, there is a sun god, there is a wind god, there is a forest god, there is a fire god. So these are the names of different type of god. But if you look at them, they are basically the forces of nature, rain, wind. So if you keep them happy, keep the forces of nature happy, then you will be happy in return. That is what this verse says. So try not to destroy the environment, so that there is too much rain or too little rain, or there's too much sun or no sun at all. So there's a global warming. So that is all because we destroy the nature. So if we keep these forces happy, these demigods happy, which means if we keep the nature happy, we will be happy in turn. Stan Bhoganivo Deva Dasyante Yagavavita Tatarthana Pradayambo Yo Bhungte Stena Evasa. On this verse, I've only highlighted one word, Stena, which means a thief. Who is a thief? If somebody who takes and takes and takes from these demigods and doesn't give anything in return, so he takes from nature, destroys the nature, use nature for our pleasure but doesn't give back to the nature, that those type of people who only take and don't give back are thieves. So giving back is very important. You all know that maintaining environmental harmony is so important. So giving back becomes very important for our own and our future generations' livelihood. So this verse is mainly about giving back to nature. Yajnasishtasina santo mujyante sarvakli pujyante te todham papa ye pacha karmana. So on this one, we are talking about agam, a very grievous sin. That is a grievous sin when you take too much food from the nature and don't give it back. So basically what this verse says is we have to eat only that is needed to us, the optimum. We should not waste our food. We should not be focusing on taking whatever we like, too much food. So basically, to be free from unhappiness, you should be consuming only what is needed. So we should only take from nature what is needed. So otherwise, we will be sinners or we will be unhappy. So eat like prasad, which is like offering to the god. Take only what is needed, not anything more. And then selfish consumption is a sin. So this is what this verse says. Eat right. Annat pavani bhutani prajanyat dhanasambhava yajna pavati prajanyo yajna karma samudbhava. In this verse, we have four different words. One is anna, one is prajanya, yajna, and karma. So these four words are all living beings. We grow or we thrive on food, and these food grains are possible by rain, that is prajanya. Rain is produced through our performance. So too much rain or too little rain is happens because of our duties or our contribution to nature. So basically, karma, our contribution to nature, determines how much rain we get, and the amount of rain determines how much food we get back. Therefore, we are concentrating on our work for preservation of nature will facilitate the optimum rainfall, which will facilitate the growth of the grains. So our actions determine our environment and our food. So that's why and karma is so important. It's not only about us like nitya karma, our karma outside our prescribed duties like going to work, contributing to nature is also very important for our livelihood and for the future generations to come. Karma Brahmo Bhavadvidi Brahmakshara Samudbhava Tasmat Sarvagatam Brahma Nitya Yajna Pratishtitam. On this one, all our work are written in Vedas. And the Veda is directly comes from God. So Veda is not written by anybody. It is what God narrated to the first man, and then from there on, it was passed down the generation as a verbal message. And later on, at some point, they were written in the form of books. So Vedas were actually instruction directly from the God. Therefore, because God is present in all the actions we do, let's do our work correctly. So Nitya Yajna Pratishthita. So in all the work, there is God. Because God is there in all the work we do, let's do every action correctly. let's follow Niskam Karma Yoga. This process will make us happy. This process will make us prosperous. This process will make us more satisfied. This process will make us more balanced towards the environment. Evam pravartitam chakram nanu vartayaya anayudhishthira ramo mogam patha sajivita. So if you don't follow this, if you don't follow Veda, then your life will be a sin, which means your life will be very unhappy and you will be struggling to live happily. So in chapter 3, section 2, the need to do karma, we have few take-home messages. The first one is get yourself free from karma bandhana, which is attachment of work, by following Niskam Karma Yoga. That will add happiness to your life. And by the nature of creation, as when Brahma created a human being, we are created in such a way that we prosper when we follow Niskam Karma Yoga. So to be happy, let's follow Niskam Karma Yoga. Giving back is very important because giving back will make us happy. Let's not take one way. Let's be thankful to the creation, to people who give us. So giving back is so important. Eat sensibly and do not waste food. That if you waste food, that is a big sin. And then our actions determine our food and environment. So we should also be thinking of preserving the environment. Thank you so much. This is the end of section 2.